Listo.
¿Listo? Welcome everyone. Today we're going to review the comparative chart on teachers' trends and discuss the patterns and insights we found. The goal is to explore what makes an effective teaching strategy and share ideas. Let's start with the first question. Did any teacher excel in certain skills or methods? Valeria, would you like to begin?
Sure. I think teacher Diana really stood out in terms of creativity and interactive learning. She's excellent at creating a hands-on environment where students are actively engaged with the material. Uh, I remember she even does read out loud sessions, which none of the other teachers seem to incorporate. Um, it's a great way to improve listening skills and contextual understanding.
I agree. Diana's read out loud sessions are unique. But I also noticed that teacher Santiago excels in communication, especially through storytelling and visual aids. It's a very effective way to explain complex concepts. And I think that's a skill not every teacher has. His ability to connect with students through different methods makes learning more accessible.
Yeah, that's a good point, Valentina. So we're already seeing some unique strengths, Diana with creativity and Santiago with communication. So now let's consider commonalities. What patterns did you notice across all the teachers? So Jose, what are your thoughts?
Um, One clear pattern is that our teachers prioritize interactive learning and student engagement. They all use some form of multimedia to enhance their lessons, like videos or visual aids. Even teacher Jesus, who is a stricter, is his classroom management use multimedia effectively to maintain student interest. Carol.
Yes, and even though their methods vary, they all value student participation. So, teacher Alvaro, for example, makes learning fun and interactive through games and didactic materials, which is something we also see in Diana and Mabel's approaches. It creates an enjoyable learning environment.
Exactly. That's an important insight. Even though their styles differ, they all want to engage students actively. And yeah, let's dive into the difference now. How do their approaches to classroom management vary? Francia, can you share your perspective?
Of course, Valeria. The main difference is how structured their environments are. Teacher Jesus has a very strict classroom with some students might find too rigid, while teacher Alvaro uses interactive games to keep things like advanced. Teacher Diana, on the other hand, strikes a balance shares firm but all foster a more relaxed, creative environment. It's interesting to see how those different projects affect student participation and comforts.
Yeah, and speaking of creativity, Mabel and Diana both focus heavily on it, while Jesus leans towards more structured participation. So Mabel's classroom seems to be lively and fun, similar to Alvaro's, but with a greater emphasis on creative over games.
Great observation, Valeria. So we see difference in classroom management and creativity. Now, what can we learn from this comparison in terms of effective teaching strategies? What combination make work best for students? Valeria, would you like to tell us?
Of course, I think a combination of interactive learning and creativity, like we see with Diana and Mabel, is key. It keeps students engaged and allows them to explore topics in a fun way. However, I also believe that some structure is necessary. Maybe we could take some of the flexibility from Mabel and Diana and combine it with the structure of Jesus approach to cater to different student needs.
Yes, I agree with Valeria. A balanced approach could work well. But let's not forget about Santiago's communication skills. His use of storytelling and visual aids really helps to clarify some concepts. Integrating that kind of communication into the classroom could benefit all students, especially when the material gets challenging.
Definitely. One thing we should also consider is the role of multimedia. Is important for engagement. As Santiago shows, we need to be careful not to overwhelm students with too much information at once. Keeping a balance. We've been using multimedia and giving a student time to process the information is crucial.
That's a valuable point, Jose. Multimedia can be a powerful tool, but we need to use it wisely. Lastly, I would like to ask, how can we create a supported learning environment? What can we learn from the teachers in this area? Francia, any final thoughts?
Yes, I got some. Diana's approach to fostering personal interaction really stand out here. She creates a supportive atmosphere where students feel comfortable and motivated. It shows use that emotional support and building a relationship in the classroom can be just as important as the content itself. It helps students feel more connected to their learning process.
Also, Francia. A supportive environment goes a long way in boosting student motivation. I think we covered some are really insightful points today combining interactive learning, creativity, structure, and personal connection seems to be a winning strategy. Thank you all for your contributions.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you all. I think that will be all for this. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, partner. Bye.
Thank you all.
Ay, Dios mío. No me lo van a creer. Yo creo que esto no se grabó. Ah, no, mentira. Sí, sí se grabó.
No asustes, mujer.
Sí, sí se grabó. Perdón.
A mí me pasó eso con una entrevista una vez, por eso no me atrevo a participar en esa parte.
Pero no me sale que se ha detenido la grabación.
Acá en pantalla lo que salió es que ahora está grabando esta grabación, pero no sé si
sale,
apenas comenzó.
sale que a las 9:12 se comenzó la grabación. Ah, puta, espérense.